Wow. Hello. I didn't realize I was late. I actually thought I was early, so sorry to be a minute late, everybody.
It's okay in the Magic Tree House. Time doesn't count.
Period. Period. Okay. Whew. Yeah, for all we know, I'm was in the Wild West and I came back. Thank you.
I believe it.
I have forgotten all the titles, so give me 1 second. Come on, Goodreads, please be faster. Okay, but who's here? Let's see. Hi, Danielle. How is this read along the one? True. True for me as well. Hi, Amy. Didn't get hit. Oh, true. Because I've been watching the news and that's all they talk about. And I was like, oh, Martine will be fine. Like, they were like showing the path, and I was like, Martine's just not gonna have to go to class. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I got 1 day off of class and that was it.
Woohoo. When Harvey hit, I had a week and a half, 2 weeks off of class. Because Houston is a swamp, technically. I'm also flipping through my journal.
Is that your computer making that sound?
Oh my gosh, can you hear that?
Yeah.
I think it's Ashley in the that's usually Discord, but I only have Discord messages from you. What is that noise?
I don't know.
Hi, I just finished Ghost Down 5 minutes ago. I finished it like an hour ago. Tis not me. Is that beeping? I don't know. Maybe it is me. Okay. So I'm living for this read along. Thank you. What? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry that this is chaos. I'm going to tell you my tabs right now. Goodreads, NetGalley, Discord, Google Sheets, Google Forms, YouTube Studio, Storygraph.
I have an issue to raise here.
Yes.
Why is your Discord opened on browser?
Where else do you just want me to open it on my phone?
Do you not have the app on your computer?
No.
Girly, what?
What happens if I get the app? Is that like...
It's just like having the app on your phone, but it means you don't have to have it open on your browser all the time.
Oh, oopsies. Okay, after the thing, I will do that, but I'm going to close Discord. Okay, it's closed. Sorry. Sorry, everyone, for my Discord notifications that I kept getting.
It's too popular for us.
It's y'all, though. They have no other Discord but y'all. My work oofed and they gave me 3 days. I don't think they'll be able to goof and just ask us to come back. No. Once they give you those days, they can't take them back.
That's why my school went 1 day at a time. The schools up in like the Panhandle part just gave the rest of the week off, and then the hurricane steered totally away from them and they didn't get anything, and they were like, well,
see y'all next week.
Yeah. Y'all chose chaos. I don't...
Well, my computer's not that old, so...
Yeah, you have an excuse.
Period. I don't think... Oh, Amy! We're chaos. Okay, everybody, after this, we're gonna add Discord to our thing. Okay, anyway, not what we're here for. I'm so sorry, Martine. Okay, so our August Magic Treehouse books, they were Night of the Ninjas, Afternoon on the Amazon, and that was it?
Yes.
Okay, so those two, and then When Women Ruled the World by Kara Cooney. I'm forgetting that we are that far back. Maybe you're the chaos, Martine. Period. Okay. Do we have any special thoughts on Night of the Ninjas and Afternoon on the Amazon?
I gave both of them 4 stars. And fun fact for you, I read those while traveling back from Canada. Like, I was standing in line at the airport at customs reading Afternoon on the Amazon.
And they're like, wow, she's a scholar.
Yeah, Magic Treehouse. I specifically told somebody in my degree program today, because she was like, I noticed you added me on Goodreads, and I don't want you to judge my reading taste because it's like all historical romance. And I was like, girl, right now I have Magic Treehouse taking up my feed.
Like, yeah, I'm in grad school.
No judge me.
I gave Night of the Ninjas 4 stars, I think, and then Afternoon on Amazon 3 stars.
Okay.
I do not remember a thing about them. Like,
not a single thing.
like I know what they're about. That's a thing.
Okay.
But I do not know the adventure in which they had full scale, but I know that I did not like Afternoon on the Amazon. I feel very strongly that I just hated that.
But you gave it 3 stars.
Yeah, because it was still a good time. I just don't think it was like the best one. But I still
bad Magic Treehouse books are still like good books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ninjas was the most surprising book of the year. Why? I don't agree.
I thought she wasn't gonna care.
Oh, my eyes didn't look quick enough. For me, Amazon is coming in at number 2. Ninjas are at number 4.
Ruby right now, likes the rainforest.
They're sitting where their correct numbers are for me. 4 stars for Night of the Ninjas, 3.5 for Amazon. Ninjas for Amazon, 3.5. Maybe yeah, I should, but I don't. Because my brain thinks that I'll remember. But I think it's because I switched from reading with my eyes to listening to them. And I think because I've been listening to them, my brain's not retaining as much. So I need to.
I have an important note about the audiobooks.
Yes.
And that's that my major professor was making fun of them the other day. Because we were having our weekly meeting last week, and I was telling her that I was reading all the Magic Treehouse books, and she was like, have you ever listened to the audiobooks? Because I think they're so funny. And then I told her about the Magic Treehouse musical, and she lost it. She lost her mind.
I keep thinking about it, but I have not watched that video. I feel like I've sent the video of the musical to so many people, but I have yet to watch it myself.
I haven't watched the whole musical, but there's one song I know by heart.
And would you like to sing it for us?
No.
Oh, okay. Period. Ooh, I wanted to ask if I'm the only one. Yeah, I think Bailey's the only one like physically reading them.
Yeah, I'm reading them on ebook mainly. And now largely through illegal PDF downloads.
Woo! I feel like those have been so mass produced that at this point, like, it doesn't really matter.
And here's the thing. I'm not waiting 3 weeks for a hold to come in for a book I'll read in 10 minutes.
That's true. That is true. Oh, Lizzie said she'll be here later. Woo!
Have fun in class.
They do have a lot of sound effects in audiobooks I love. Yes, and we'll bring this up later, but the audiobook for the Ghost Town one.
Your eyes didn't move fast enough.
Oh. Ruby, my brain can only focus on one comment at a time, okay? Period. Oh yeah, Amy's getting them from the library.
Little kids are probably going to the library being like, why are there no Magic Treehouse books?
I want to read this in order. Where's number 6? Where's number 5 through 10?
Oh gosh. So yeah, those were the 2 books from August.
Okay.
And do we want to talk about When Women Ruled the World?
We can. I feel like you are the one who read it the most recently, so you'll probably be able to.
Yes, I read it 3 days ago.
I think you'll be able to gear the conversation a little bit more because I only kind of remember what happened.
Well, see, I only kind of paid attention to what happened.
Got it. Okay.
But I gave it 3 stars because I think I might be quoting my review here, but when I did pay attention, I enjoyed it.
That's fine.
So I feel like I learned some interesting things. It was nice not reading a nonfiction and being like, I have to know this information afterwards.
Yeah.
So I just like let it go through my brain, like real smooth brain energy. And I just learned about some women who were kings, which was pretty dope actually.
Mm-hmm. Except for like the brother husband stuff.
The funniest part is that you guys had mentioned that before I read it, and I swear to you, my brain did not track a single time they said it.
I feel like I specifically remember them saying that. I promise I'm not lying. I might
No,
be.
I fully believe you, but my brain didn't grab it at all.
Oh. Okay. I don't even, part of me really doesn't think that's like an ick, because anything pre like 1850 with like ick stuff like that, I'm like, oh, everybody was doing it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all, everybody was gonna die at like 25, so like it really didn't matter what we were doing.
Right.
We all agreed that that book was just not good. LMAO. Did Ruby? I don't even think you finished it. Did anyone love? Um,
Listen, Bailey gave it 3 stars, and I think we all rated it higher than the Shelf This Book Club book of the month.
I think I gave it 3 or 4 stars. I think I can't specifically.
That's significantly higher than what you gave the Library of Char.
Library about Char was a 1 star. Was my second 1 star of the year. I liked it for a topic I didn't really care about. I thought it was good. See, that was my thing. I don't know anything about
Yeah, me neither.
Egypt, so like I was vibing. And then my favorite part was when they got to Cleopatra, and I was like, oh, so this is who she is?
I don't know if they never taught this in my history classes or if I'm just dumb, but I had not realized that like her connection with the Romans. I didn't realize any of that. That was totally separate in my brain.
Oh. See, I feel like for me, this book was like surface level on everything,
Mm-hmm.
that the things that I wanted to learn, I didn't get a chance to learn. But
Mm.
I don't know if I'll ever go back, because like I really think that my history classes were not good, like my
Mm-hmm.
world history classes, because if you ask me anything about like the Romans or like like anything, I can't tell you a thing. Because
Yeah.
why in 10th grade, my teacher was like, this is such a good idea. Instead of learning for 4 of the months in the entire year, we played a game that he built that had like these little people. And period, I got to be a leader of my team. He picked it. And then I got to pick my team for my classmates. But so like it was like 6 groups. And then we were all fighting each other on little game board. And we had to like do stuff to get more pieces into our army.
This was in class?
Yes, this is literally world history, 10th grade. And I don't remember how we got extra points. I don't know if we had to like fight them. I don't remember. And then there was one person who was like a sabotage person. And if you happen to get the sabotage person on your team, they could do stuff and say stuff in the like team management group that would make you like, oh, my team member thinks we should do this, and it was actually the wrong thing to do. But after the fact, we found out that she was on my team, and she didn't do anything to destroy us, which was like her whole purpose. It was a great time. I love coaches that are history teachers. Haha. It's not brother husbands like sister wives. It's husband brothers.
I still didn't hear it. That doesn't change it.
I did not finish. Sorry, it was boring. So many times she was like, they knew that sometimes you need a woman's touch. Those womanly emotions are important, and that's very old school. I didn't like.
Okay, that's totally fair. That's also something that like not to get completely off the beaten path, but like in church and in like youth groups, they'll talk in like women's groups about like the specific gift of being a woman and how it's like nurturing and emotions and stuff. And here I am like, grr. And so I get that. I get where you're coming from. But I think up to you said you got 37% of the way in. I honestly think my brain didn't pay attention to much before the 33% mark. So maybe you took the L and you didn't hear about Cleopatra.
True, because that Cleopatra was the best part. She would say over and over how women were always literal nice. Yeah. My brain is hurting.
I don't know.
I was just gonna say someone was a placeholder because a man was like 7 years old. It's so.
This is my favorite quote maybe ever.
Screenshot this. Put it in your vlog. It's so 2010.
Forever.
Wow.
I gave it the same rating as you, Bailey. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
It's only Ruby. It's just Ruby.
It's just Ruby. I literally don't know how to talk about things, so who knows if I liked it or not.
Yeah. I also think it's really hard to talk about ancient cultures not in old-fashioned ways, because I feel like a lot of the information we have from history is put through the lenses of the societal like framework that we had when we found that information. And so it's biased from like the people who found it. And this information, although constructed more recently into this book, was like found before that and therefore viewed through this particular lens.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop.
That was very important, okay? I'm very sorry. I was listening. Wow. I already said these. Wait, I threw up peace signs for the vlog, LOL. But Bailey paid attention.
We're proud of you, Bailey.
Facts.
Not smart, just words.
This is why I add Martine to my lives, because I know Martine will say smart things and I'm just here to agree.
No. No.
Do we think that this was good or bad because it was a National Geographic, or just the author just didn't give us what we needed?
I don't have any baseline for like full National Geographic books. Mm-hmm. Like I read from the magazines a bit when I was younger, and I think this like fit into their style. But I also feel like I haven't read work other than this by the author, so I don't know how much of it was hers and how much was like National Geographic.
Yeah. Yeah, Ruby's a hater a lot of the time. T. Okay. Well, that's that on that.
That's that on that. This might be a good moment, Bailey. Okay, this might be a good moment to continue talking about nonfiction briefly.
Oh. Yep. So if you don't already know, is it next month? Next month's nonfiction, October's nonfiction is Hidden Figures.
Yep, aka in 2 days, you know.
In 2 days. Should start it at least in 2 days. And then Martine and I opened maps instead of my notes. I do that. I open maps instead of my notes. I open maps instead of the App Store. I open maps. Martine and I have chosen our nonfiction for December. So let's intro this now, because if I don't say it now, I will forget later. Write this down, everybody. For October, nope. For December, our nonfiction is A Night to Remember by Walter Lloyd. I will post this picture and we can guess what the nonfiction is about. The Titanic. Thank you.
Thank you.
A Night to Remember by Walter Lloyd. That'll always that'll also be in like a video somewhere where I say that that's what we're gonna read.
We'll make a graphic on Twitter, all that stuff. We literally decided it right before this live show because I got motivation to look up what books my library had.
Yes.
That's why it happened. And we thought, perfect. Titanic in a cold month, ideal.
Period. My only thing about this particular book is I read a Goodreads review that said it was written in the 50s. And I was like, this isn't going to give me the like drama that I want of this being like, the Titanic is actually the Olympic. That's a new development that people think. And I want that drama. But it's okay. But people were saying like this book is iconic.
Hidden Figures she's talking about.
Yes. And Amy wants to read it. The Titanic. Yes, period. Hi, my dad called me, so I had to 2 times catch up, but I also, that sounds so good, iconic. LMAO. Okay, so Hidden Figures is October. I almost said A Walk to Remember. A Night to Remember is December. Now, let's get to our September Magic Tree House books, which are, it seems, my friends, that I have forgotten again.
Sunset of the Sabretooth.
Just read them.
Midnight on the Moon. Dolphins at Daybreak. Ghost Town at Sundown.
Period. I think I gave it 3, 4, 3, 4.
Oh, interesting. I gave it 3.54, 3.5, 3.5.
Oh.
So the Moon one got me. Out of all of them, the Moon one had me.
Uh-huh. That one, if we weren't doing... No, the reason I'm excited for Hidden Figures in a weird, like confusing way is because of how much I liked the Moon one. Because the Moon, something about the Moon, like, I was watching your video today and you said something, your Bookopoly week 1, and you were like, yeah, something, like the Artemis one, and I laughed. Because that thing still hasn't gone up.
Yeah.
Throwing out conspiracies. Oh, period. If anybody wants Titanic conspiracies, let me know. Ooh, I think I'm the only one who liked the Sabretooth one best.
Mayhaps,
because I didn't. I don't think I understood what was going on. Like, I just feel like I remember them being like, oh no, Ice Age. We're done.
So not only do I remember that I'd already read Sunset of Sabretooth, but I remember, like, have a memory of reading it. Not just knowing that I had read it, but a memory of actively reading it. Oh. I have one of those. So it's like very nostalgic for me. But I think what I'm finding is that a lot of the really nostalgic ones for me are getting lower ratings because I remember them being good and I was 7.
Oh, and they're not living up to what 7 thought.
Exactly. Okay. So, like, the one about Knights, I think that was, like, my biggest disappointment so far because I'd, like, so hyped it up in my brain. And then I was like, this is not good.
That's why I'm scared for the Titanic one. Oh, God.
Have you read it before?
That's the one I have the distinct memory of.
Okay. Then, yeah, you should be worried. We
read it in, like, the 2nd grade. I, like, specifically remember we read it as a class.
I don't think I've ever read the Titanic one, so I'm excited.
I was excited. 3. I saw on Goodreads that Danielle rated that one unrated 1 or 5, the Dolphins one, and her review made me laugh.
What does this mean?
I feel like she was like, that's really scary. I don't know whether it should be a 1 star or a 5 star. Like, it was so scary it was bad, or it was so scary it was
Because
good.
of the sharks?
Yeah.
The leak in the submarine?
The moon, it was too pro-America for me.
I think they mentioned America once.
Yeah, too pro-America. I mean, one did slap. 4, 3.5, 3.75, 3.75. I'm telling you, this ocean one had me quaking. I was terrified.
Then you will be terrified to know that I used to fall asleep listening to the audiobook for Dolphins at Daybreak. I did.
I didn't really feel like very much happened in Sabretooth. Like, the moon and the dolphins just were action-packed. I agree. I think this is why I felt the way that I felt.
They got cold because they were in wet swimsuits. And then they put on coats, and then they fell in a hole, and then they went home.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I forgot I was suspicious of an illustrator change starting with dolphins. Let me Google it. Oh.
Now awaiting the news.
I don't know. I just like the setting, the vibe. What happened in that one was interesting for me, but I get it. I wasn't keen on the moon one. This is disappointing because the moon one was so good. Just kidding. The moon one was really good.
It's just wild. Amy was like the exact opposite of our thoughts. She's like, yes, Sunset and Sabretooth, no moon.
The claustrophobia of the submarine, the unknown deep sea, the giant squid, which was like actually confirmed now. Okay, I am in the general like sense, I am actually very scared of the ocean. But this book did not give me the spookies because of those things.
It did give me the spookies when I was really young and listening to it on audiobook to fall asleep.
Yeah. Also, yes, they were very like, OMG, here's where America put their flag. And then they went to introduce themselves and they were like, I'm Annie and boy number 1. We're from America. Boy number 1. I'm going to call him that from now on. And I went, OMG, 2 times, absolutely not over it. Can someone tell me, was the Moon Man like huge or just an adult?
I think he was an adult. I believe he was an adult, and the reason that I think this is I think it was set in the future when there is like a specific hub on the moon where people can go to like stay, like scientists can go to stay. And so I think he was one of them. Although there was something that at one point made me think he was an alien, but yes. I cannot recall what it was.
I remember, I totally thought it was an alien at first.
However, I, unlike Ruby, did not think he was a giant.
I'm just like picturing Ruby reading this being like, a giant?
Okay, here's the question. Ruby, did you read it on audiobook? If so, I can understand how you would believe it was a giant. But in the illustrations, he just looked like an adult.
Okay, no illustrator change yet. I just thought it was really fun and well written. I'm like joking for sure, but I would have loved this when I was younger. I am kind of mad, for me at least, that I didn't read them all. I think if I read them all when I was younger, like, things would have been way different. Thought it was just an adult. I'll send you the pics, Ruby. I'll send you the pics. Didn't they wonder if he was an alien and Morgan wouldn't say? She was just like, that's my friend. Maybe he was an alien. I always think it's funny that most adults, minus Slime and the pirates,
Slim. It says Slim.
Guys, I can't read. I've been faking it my entire life. Minus Slim and the Pirates don't talk. They have masks and they never take them off. I feel like that's the tea with it being like fake, like book people, like fake people versus like real people. Because I think the pirates were real, like in real life, and then Slim was in real life. So I think the like actual like historical people can talk.
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, this is a conspiracy theory that I just came up with based on what Amy just said. So I actually don't know.
Amy, this can be the subject of your PowerPoint.
Oh my god, I forgot about our PowerPoints. I gotta
You can't forget about our PowerPoints. Ruby's going to tell us all the reasons why Annie is queer-coded.
True. Okay. The Ghost Town one was fun, but just like a lot of horse time, I was uninterested. Listen here. I saw Danielle's review, and this said, wow, very horse girl. And my review said, man, I'm a country girl. I had a great time. They were picking out boots, had a great time. They were picking out hats, had a great time. I was obsessed.
I have to read you my review.
Period. Let's go.
Because it's related. Okay, my books. If it will load. The heck did it go? Right. Okay, so my review reads 3.5 out of 5. How many horse books have I read this year? And why does the number keep growing? 4 question marks.
I'm going to start recommending you books and not tell you that they're horse books.
The worst part is, like, right after I finished Ghost Town at Sundown, I read another book that had horses in it. I've read 4 horse books this year.
God bless. And you need more. That's
no,
honestly
don't.
But not the night. Martine, would you like to tell Amy about our PowerPoint night?
Basically, we want to have a Magic Treehouse PowerPoint night. That's it.
So that can be your topic for your PowerPoint, Amy. That's it. And what is it? Ruby's gonna do Annie's queer coded.
Mm-hmm. I
don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
I'm sorry, Ruby, you can't change your topic because I'm really excited about it.
I think the Ghost Town one pulled it through right in the end. Otherwise, this one would have been my least favorite. Huh. I loved it too much.
I thought it was just okay, and I really could not figure out if I had read it before. And in the weirdest way, I think you guys talking about the audiobook made me believe that I have read it, because I think I know what sound effects you're talking about. But I'm like, that's a really common Western thing. Maybe I just heard that somewhere else. And now I think it's Magic Treehouse audiobook. And that's why I study false memories.
I need you to not say that because I just finished recursion and the term false memories is triggering right now.
Then I need to read recursion.
I'm confused what's real at this point. So
me always.
Me in this current moment. I think horses are one of the only animals I'm actually kind of scared of, you guys. I have never ridden a horse, but I've pet them on the face. Like I've walked up to a stall. Yeah. I've like walked up to a stall and like pet it on the face. I've never pet it on like its body. That's tragic. Too mischievous. Ghost Town left Ruby like dolphins left me.
There's still plenty of time for all of us to find our fear animals. There are many more animal-based books in this series.
We literally have 2 animal-based books coming up.
Yep.
A lot of PowerPoint material from Ghost Town though. Cowboys are so cool. I agree, because if you don't already know this, I need everyone to go look it up. It is a very good song. Willie Nelson has a song about how cowboys are gay, and he said cowboys frequently sleep with each other,
I believe it.
and that's literally I think what the song is called. And love that, love a Brokeback Mountain moment. Ha.
Okay, so we talked about in the different months. If we had to combine these 2 months worth of Magic Treehouse books, did we have a fave? Did we have a least fave?
I'm gonna say 2 faves are Ghost Town and the Moon. Least fave is the Amazon.
I think Moon and Amazon were my top 2.
Oh.
And I think the most disappointing one for me was Sunset of the Sabretooth, just because I did have like a memory of reading it. It's not that it was bad, it just let me down.
Okay. I do think the Sabretooth one is my second least favorite. Nothing has ever screamed Kayla more than recommending Willie Nelson with Magic Treehouse. Thank you. I appreciate that. I thought you guys were going to say a song about horse girls, but I'm happy it's not so. OMG, my fave was the Amazon.
I loved it.
Amazon was so good. You guys are bat haters. I am not a bat hater. I just didn't like that book. Thank you. September was my fave month. Amy said nothing can be worse than the Nights.
I agree. I think that was my least favorite so far overall.
I thought Amazon was such an amazing time. I felt like I was there. The imagery was so vivid.
I might just have felt like it was way better than standing in line doing nothing in the airport.
Yeah.
But I had fun.
I'm also suffering from August books being too far away. Yeah.
That's my bad. Because, so did y'all know this story? So basically, I had put a hold on When Women Ruled the World, and it said for like a month straight that it would be available in about 2 weeks. When it finally came in, I read it the next day, and now here we are 3 days later. But
period. Mummies is still my fave. Okay.
I support that, I think.
I also think I don't know if I support it 100% because I just really liked the Ghost Town. They're also different but the same. I'm waiting for a standout 5-star.
I'm not sure you're going to get out a standout 5-star.
I honestly don't think I will get one. But I have my high hopes for Pompeii, the volcano one, and Titanic, unless I have the I read it when I was a child, thus hating it so much.
Yeah. I think my best chance of like a really high rating would be one of the Merlin missions, and we've got a ways to go before we get there.
Oh, we got a long way to go before we get there.
But I'm still having fun.
I think, but I really think that even though we aren't having like standouts, like there are people in this group that haven't read them before, like any of them, so they're getting a treat. They're like they're quick, they're easy, they're like cute and fun. Like it's not like this is a readathon where we're like, okay, time to read a 700-page book before you show up.
That we might all hate.
Like we all know generally how we're gonna feel here. It's just who can bring the drama in the live show. Amazon was my 5-star, but depending on how the longer plot goes, there could be one more.
So what's confusing to me about the longer story is like I don't know if there's one truly overarching one or if they're in sets of like 4 or like a few more than that, because so far, so we had the original storyline where they were trying to figure out who owned the Magic Tree House. Mm-hmm. And then we had the storyline with Peanut the Mouse, who in the thumbnail for this video is on Kayla's shoulder. And now they're trying to become master librarians.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying, I don't know if that's going to continue or if it's also going to stop like those other plots have. So I'm interested to see.
Well, and I wonder if I'm trying to think because I don't know if it's just convenient based on like the times, but the audiobooks are every 8 books. So my brain was thinking, oh, is it every 8 books? There's a different one. There's different like overarching plot. But then I think when you buy the bind ups are every 4 books.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's actually every 4 books is like a new.
Yeah. But because we went with this nonfiction thing, we've now split them up.
Dang it! It's okay. It's okay. We got this is the drama. Like, how is this 36 books?
History is a long game.
Adults reading a children's series.
Living our best lives. This is honestly one of the highlights of my year.
I love that. I think if it's different plots, but all of them are interesting, that would be cool. But it would be awesome if they were connected. Woo! Woo!
Do we have any other thoughts?
Woo! No.
I would feel bad to end it right here.
We're like, hey, Lizzie, close his computer.
Now that we have some more time with the characters under our belt, how are we feeling about Jack, Annie, Morgan?
Jack's fine. He's boring. And then Annie's literally awesome because she's crazy and doesn't do anything she's supposed to do.
Who does that sound like?
I think it sounds like me. And Morgan's pretty cool because she's like, I'm smart. Because I'm like, what is it? What is she?
And she is sorcerer.
Yeah. She's very cool.
You know what? I just had the most off-the-wall idea that nobody should ever do, and yet it would be incredible. Somebody should be doing a D&D campaign that's Magic Treehouse themed.
We're doing it right now. What the hell is her name? Danielle, get Emmett in the chat right now. Get Emmett in the chat. Emmett will be our DM. Make Emmett read these. Come on. We're doing it.
I'm crying. That would be incredible.
You were really silent, Martine, that I was like, am I going too far? Is this too far? Annie is still driving me crazy. Morgan is cool, but she better not get lame. LOL. TBH, I want more character building in Pennsylvania.
You are not getting it.
No, you're not at all. But it would be so much fun in one of the ending books where they're like, okay, mom and dad, come on. And mom and dad go too. And the parents are like, what the heck? That's me being a nosy homebody. The adult part of me is like, shouldn't Morgan be talking to these kids' parents? No, she should.
I've never thought about Morgan Le Fay as a creepy figure. But she is luring them with books.
She's the villain. The last book is her going to be murdering them. She's the villain. That's my PowerPoint. Thank you. Who among us has read some Merlin? No. Pardon me. OMG. Same? Question Like, what if they die? tell me why I thought that. Tell me why. I was really like,
Amy, this is a children's series.
they're gonna die. Because it's fun. Okay, post hurricane, we're gonna do our D&D campaign. Boo, PA. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Ooh.
Yes. I'm invested.
I've totally thought of her as a creepy figure. Dude, if this series did that, I would cry.
Okay, wait, can I put out a poll? So, if you read some of these books growing up, did you think Morgan Le Fay was creepy or not? If you did not read these books growing up, do you think Morgan Le Fay is creepy or not?
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be 100% honest here. I read most of them growing up. I don't remember Morgan at all. I didn't, that was like Jack and Annie. That's it.
Girl, what?
Period. Yep.
No.
I literally did not remember her until she showed up and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, but question, when you were reading the first 3 books and they were like, I wonder whose treehouse this is, you were like, yeah, no idea.
I was like, oh, maybe it's yours. I don't know.
Meanwhile, I was like, it's Morgan Le Fay's treehouse.
She's giving evil witch.
It is not canon. I love these live shows because they're just so crazy.
I think Morgan is creepy. I don't think kids would think she is creepy.
No, I did not think she was creepy, and thus I don't think she's creepy unless I think about it, because I grew up reading these. So I was like, yeah, it's Morgan Le Fay. But now I realize that's a creepy.
She's a creep.
Have you ruined Morgan Le Fay for me?
Yes, you're welcome. I'm not a parent. I'm a future teacher. I didn't think Morgan would be in these stories, but I also hadn't read it. I don't think she's creepy, but that would be a very interesting story choice. She's going to be like the most amazing person ever. I didn't read them, but I did think she was creepy because in most of the Merlin Morgana inspired stuff. Oh.
Okay, but here's the thing. When she's talked about Merlin so far, hasn't it been in, like, not a great way?
Oh, yeah, because she's always like, I still haven't talked to him. He still hasn't done this for me.
Yeah.
Just irresponsible.
The plot thickens.
Fight.
I wish Mary Pope Osborne could see us now.
She's gonna somebody's gonna find this and send it to her and be like, this is why adults shouldn't be reading my books.
She's going to be like, they've ruined my life's work.
And we're like, yeah, we did. She's a creep. She's a creep.
That can be somebody else's PowerPoint. It can't be Ruby's. Ruby, you're already spoken for.
I mean, Ruby, you could do too. I'm not saying you can't. Yeah, I'm down to be on her side. Team Morgan Merlin sucks. I'm here for it. I also don't know a thing about Merlin, so
me neither.
I don't honestly don't know who Morgan Le Fay is.
But here's the thing. If you think about it, the kids who are going to be reading these, I mean, us among them, Kayla, from when we were younger, we wouldn't have been exposed to those stories before reading this either.
Oh, that's true. So maybe this is like supposed to be like an intro to when you would possibly learn.
Or maybe she's purposely ruining all Merlin stuff for the future.
God bless. I would just tell her views aren't for authors. I would say, fix your plot holes, Mary. Don't talk to strangers.
It's not a plot hole. What year does it take place in? And they're like these comfortable woods in the backyard. The parents, so are they good parents? That's debatable. But is that unrealistic? I don't think so.
But I feel like because the time doesn't work, like make sense, they're just finding times when their parents aren't gonna notice for like the split second they're gone before they go into the.
It's not like they're gone for like a whole day and their parents are like, oh, you're back. They just went outside for a minute and they're back now.
Yeah. But I really think that this is set in like the 90s. Like I think they're like 90s.
Well, that's when it was written.
Shh. I have thought about that a lot. To be fair, I don't think the parents know they're leaving the realm of existence. Yeah.
That's what parents learn from reading Magic Treehouse.
Don't let your kids run around.
Yeah.
I saw a thing the other day on TikTok that people in Belgium still like leave their kids outside in their like bassinet stroller thingies and just walk away because the fresh air is good for them. And no one steals babies because the healthcare is just so good. And also it's expensive to care for a child. So no one steals the babies. But like everyone leaves their kids outside.
Okay.
I would never.
Okay, I would like to point out that Mabel is not yet a year old.
Yeah, she can't wander into the like
she might crawl away. Be careful where your baby crawls. She might go into other realms.
Can't find Mabel for 30 seconds. She's in another realm.
Magic Treehouse took her, but luckily Bailey will be able to see the Magic Treehouse, so it's okay.
Period. They're actually a long-term lesson. These are actually long-term lessons for parents that would make for a very interesting story of these because public domain. LOL.
All of the audiobooks are on YouTube. They're not public domain, but they're basically public domain. So yeah.
I was allowed to wander freely in the woods, and I was looking for other realms.
Somebody's parents didn't believe in magic.
Oof, got him. It's gonna be super long.
She's going to be like, this is not actually a PowerPoint. This is my trial to convict Morgan Le Fay.
My adult mystery Magic Treehouse fan fiction.
We have so much fodder for it.
I'm so excited.
I mean, you have to include some of them just at home for Bailey.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's like the filler chapters.
Mm-hmm.
They're just at home and they're like, oh, remember that time we went to the moon?
And their parents are like, I'm so glad our children are getting along.
Oh, we've sparked ideas.
We always end up talking about fan fiction in these lives.
We do! Has anyone looked at the fan fiction?
No, I'm scared to.
Hold on. I'm in a different tab real quick. I'm still here, just in a different tab.
She's in a different realm.
Okay, I am back. The fan fiction is just D&D. It all worked out.
It all worked out.
I can't read. Fanfiction.net. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry, Danielle. We're almost done here.
I hope none of these are NSFW. There's a couple. A lot of them are poems, which is weird.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to have to go soon to watch the Kardashians. Oh, that's what you meant.
Bailey! We need to end this live show.
This is the icon of the season, and you're trapped here.
Anything else to say, guys? We're gonna.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're gonna go so we can all go watch Bailey's video. Better comment in Bailey's video. Thanks. See y'all later.
Bye.